This is an example, David Farr, CEO of Emerson Electric. Is to wander around. I have seen such kind of people. There are people who roam around entire floor, entire office at least once a week. Whosoever comes across, just pat on the back, hey, how's it going? What are you doing? What challenges are you facing? Is there any problem? How can I help you? I have seen such kind of CEOs. This is just an example from US, but this is what creates that bonding. This is what creates that atmosphere. How many of us see such kind of leaders? Don't we feel happy if we are such leaders, as well as we see such leaders, more and more such leaders around? So let's understand, let's bring it to the context. What we keep on talking about transformation, is that another buzzword? We are expert at creating buzzwords, and Gartner is always there to support us, creating those hype cycles. It's not just about technology, it's about everything. You get a hype cycle from Gartner nowadays. It's their business, right? So we have heard this word and we have heard this, but I have tried to get examples, although it is from Western world. Let's look into, and these are recent examples that I have picked up from Economic Times last 1 week. Is talking about something about transformation deals and products and solutions, but there we don't have Indian competitors, too less. They are all IBMs and Accentures of the world, all transformational deals. IT industry is shifting to business transformation from outsourcing. No more outsourcing, it's all business transformation. Who's saying Chief Marketing Officer of Wipro? This is what they are saying. This is what is the world reflecting today. And this is a completely different example, a negative example. Transformation is not always about positive. It's nothing. It's neither positive nor negative. But this is what we had seen, and suddenly, after Washington Post article, you would have seen a different Manmohan Singh last couple of weeks. You see suddenly there are reforms. What are reforms? Reforms are transformations, right, within government organization. That is what he is bringing, suddenly awakened. So, for an organization, what is it? What can transform? What need to alter? Finally, what is an organization? It all reflects through its policies and procedures and your image that you reflect. But finally, it's all about people. So if organization has to transform, we have to change the thinking, change the views of the management and leadership team. They are the drivers of the organization. But what additionally we also need to change is the collective action. It's not just thinking, but thinking and action going hand in hand. Let's see. Ashutosh mentioned about change. Yes, it is. And transformation, yes, it is not. Let's see what the difference is. Change, we know all about starting from a point X to Y. It's a comparison, right? Today we are doing this. How can we change this? How can we increase our profitability? How can I increase my number of employees? How can I change from this point to that point, right? Transformation is not that. It's just a bold declaration. It just comes when somebody starts a company and says that I want to create a $500,000 empire. It's just a bold declaration. It is not something starting from a point to point. So obviously change targets an improvement. Transformation doesn't. It targets complete transformation as an all-encompassing growth. Doesn't touch upon one aspect. Look at change. Always we are talking from a past or present perspective. Yesterday we were doing this, tomorrow what we want to do. In fact, strategic sessions I have seen many a times where we were, where we are and where we want to be. These are the three themes in these strategic sessions. We always compare ourselves in the past or present and then decide our future. We don't have guts or courage to declare that bold statement saying that, okay, 1 year hence, I would be here, and then start what I mentioned there is reverse engineering. Is that there? Do we have that courage, or we can bring that courage in ourselves? So that is the difference between a change and transformation. It takes time. Change is about immediate. Transformation, it does take time. Now there is another aspect which I have seen when we start talking about transformation. Oh, that means consultancy. Oh, you are doing consultancy. That's another word, right? And I don't want to get into Arthur Anderson's story and all that, which we have all heard and have really maligned the consulting atmosphere, right? Someone who doesn't know anything, he just comes, understands your atmosphere, understands your problems, understands what you are thinking, and provides you the solution, right? That is what we have, quote unquote, try to put ourselves into the definition of consultancy. Let's see what is the difference between consultancy and transformation. Doesn't consultancy comes from an advice, an expert, and someone is, I'm incomplete, you are better, tell me how to come out of this situation. A transform organization, a transform individual, a transformation technique doesn't talk about that. It talks about you are complete. Your energy, your thought process need to be channelized differently. Consultancy focuses on solution. What's your problem? A transformed individual will not ask you what's your problem, why there is a problem, what is missing, what you need to do differently that will produce results. We'll talk a little bit about that, performance and results. So, approach is providing solution. Here it is evolving solution. I am not going to find out solution because I don't know your problems. What have landed you in the problems? You are competent enough. I will just ask questions. I will channelize your energies. I'll open up your mind to find out the answers. Yes, maybe I'll provide some expert guidance and some tips, but you are the one who is going to take action. You know what is suitable for your organization, not me. So it is not advisory, it is exploratory. It enables engagement. On the consultancy side, here it is involved because engagement is kind of timely element. There is a time. I am engaged with you, problem is solved, I am detached, right? If I am involved, I am becoming a partner. Partner in pain, partner in progress, partner in the journey, entire journey. So finally it is difference between attachment and commitment. Failures here cost something. In an attached world, in a committed world, it doesn't. You celebrate failure and go to the next one. Now you'll see that probably again your mind will be reading somewhere, oh, Sandeep is playing with words. He's just dancing with words and playing the juggler. That is what we are. Our mind keeps on talking. What I told you, don't try to understand. Try to reflect upon, try to experience, try to see whether these distinctions and differentiation is going to alter your world. Is it going to alter your organization? Whether this changed approach itself opens up certain doors of possibilities. Find out that. So let's come a little bit to individual transformation. As I said, some tips, some techniques, some ways that we can look at. One way is altering the language will produce different outcome. Is it possible? So what's possible? Why do you need more money? These are examples I am giving. Okay, look at the language. Okay, somebody is telling you some problem. I have a problem, and I get into a problem domain, or I get into a question to myself. Okay, I have this problem. So what's possible now? Doesn't stop me, energizes me, tells me, oh, there is some possibility. Definitely out of this despair. Definitely out of this problem. Right? There is some possibility, and my mind, my energy shifts from the problem area, problem domain to the possible domain. What is possible? What can be made possible? This question is not from me. One of my friends who's good into this language of transformation, he works with so many people and he asked this question because today money is the biggest motivator, right? He asked the question, oh, I need more money, I need promotion, I need better salary rise, I need more bonus. Yes, why do you need money for? And then it opens up and he has got so many different answers to that question. Finally, inquire, the person also realized that I need more money because there was something in the past which I wanted to prove myself in my community, and that is why I need money, right? Now this gives or leads to another question. Is there any other alternative? Is there any other way that you can work instead of just looking for money? And 10 different things. Start asking this question, start thinking, interact with people and find out why we require more money. What is it behind the urge? What is it behind that passion that I need more money? There is something definitely that you can alter. I don't say that we'll stop earning money and then we'll go to Himalayas. That's not the intent. Get into a thing which is not bothering you constantly because we are money, where it will come from, how it will come from, how much money more I need. That's the young generation, right? Replace but with and. I have experienced this myself. 2 years, 3 years, or 2 years I was struggling. I wanted to do something different in life. I wanted to start my own business. And I always used to say that, yeah, I want to do that, but I don't want to spend huge amount of money. I don't want to do this. I don't have courage, so on and so forth. Start replacing but with and. See what happens. I want to start business and I don't want to spend huge amount of money. 10 different possibilities open up. I was sharing with someone that now it is time I am going to look for a premises, and I started sharing incessantly. Everybody whom I used to meet that I want a premises. Yes, Prashant has given me offer long back saying that whenever you think, come and sit at my office. But something I am looking at to start in my own area where I am residing so that it becomes easy. And I can look for both aspects, home as well as office. And just because of sharing, just because of saying and, things have started different. People are coming forth and telling me, yeah, you can come and sit at my office till you find a premises. 2 people have offered their premises. They are vacating and they are going to Injivadi. I wouldn't have shared, I wouldn't have thought of this. I would have just gone to those typical agents and newspapers and so on and so forth. Just replacing but with and. Experience. My urge to you is start looking into your life, start looking something whether I can use this. How would it be? How would it be is just creating a future which forces an action. How would it be if I earn 1 lakh rupees coming from a monetary angle? Or how would it be if I get this particular client? The moment you start thinking about how would it be, it will tell you, oh, I will feel excellent, I will feel proud, I will have achieved something. And then that will force you to action saying that what I need to do in order to get that client or in order to get that particular future which I want to avail or I want to get into. How can I help you achieve your goals? Do you have heard this into organizations? Does the managers ask their employees, how can I help you achieve your goals? Or do they give goals which is coming from some, and always we think that the goals are coming from, I have experienced that, coming from some ivory tower, somebody sitting in that typical corner office, spawning a machine and generating those goals. For us, those appear to be air bubbles many a times. Oh, I am not associated, I don't understand this goal. There isn't anything in me for it. Rather, I was talking about whether the balanced scorecard approach can change. Can the employees create their own goals, competing against themselves, and then the manager going and roaming around and saying, hey, what are you doing? How are you doing? How can I help you achieve the goal? What is missing? What is lacking? That's the manager's job, rather than we sit and start doing analyzing, right? More time spent into analyzing things than actual actions is what our life is all about. Results and performance, one important area. What we do always is look into the results. What results people have produced, and then say that whether this person is average, whether this person is good, whether this person is excellent or bad. Throw him out of the organization, right? What we don't focus is whether the performance is there or not. If you look at the performance, you'll realize, oh, the guy is really striving hard. He is really performing. He is really giving his day and night to achieve results. Can you then not step up and say that, oh, you are performing more than 110%, 120%, but somehow the results are not there? What is missing? What is it that you need to do differently? What is it that you need to change to produce results? Rather, we just look into data, we look into analysis. That guy is rated C, rated 5, rated whatever those numbers or jargons we come up with, rating system, and couple of years or another 6 months, the person is thrown out of the organization. We look at results. Everybody wants results. Nobody is caring about whether the guy is performing or not, and whether providing that little bit of help can drastically alter his ability to produce results.